What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video where today we're going to be doing something a little different. I have done this video in the past once, and it was kind of like a really weird video. But I'm going to be giving you guys my NFL mock draft number one. I do plan to kind of make this a series and do like multiple mock drafts and stuff like that. I just want to real quick before we go into this, I'm not going to be doing trades or anything like that. So if auto trades is a thing for this thing, then we'll just have auto trades on. But I'm not going to do an auto trade myself. Reason I don't do trades is just because I'm not like super like in depth with everything. I just kind of like just to select all teams, then just like make their picks and stuff like that. So I guess I'm kind of boring in like in this kind of stance, but So, the thing I want to talk about right now, I have a plan for a future video that I want to make. It is going to be an NFL 2025 draft video. Now, this isn't just going to be like a casual little like Madden simulation type thing. Like, we're going to be completely away from the computer, at least for like the majority of the video. So my plan for the NFL draft video, and I haven't ran this by him yet, so I still need to talk to him, which I'm going to talk to him in the month, because next month is when the draft is. I haven't ran this by him yet, so nobody get your hopes up, but I'm going to ask my dad if he wants to be in my NFL draft video. So, just going off of if he does say yes, what the draft video would be is I'd be showing you guys my entire day. So it would be like a draft vlog is what it would be like. So on draft day, me and my dad every single year since 2019, we wake up, we watch the movie Draft Day, which is a phenomenal movie. If you haven't watched it, please go watch it. It's seriously, it's a great movie. It's hilarious, it's serious, it's amazing. And then after that, I'm going to be doing my final mock draft. And then if my dad does want to be in it, I'm going to be showing you his final mock draft, which he does do like trades and stuff like that. Like he gets insane with the mock drafts that he does. So yeah, I'm going to be showing you my final mock draft and then my dad's final mock draft. And then we're going to be getting me and my dad's reaction, or not reactions. We're going to be getting me and my dad's predictions, like for the draft, who we think is going to get drafted, who we think might get traded, who we think just some big things that might happen. And then we're also going to be getting me and my dad's reaction to maybe like the first 3 rounds, maybe like just 1 or 1 to 3, I don't know. And then after like rounds 4 to 7, we might just get my reactions just because I honestly don't really care for rounds 4 to 7, if I'm just going to be honest. Yeah, that is going to be like one big video that I plan to do next month. It's going to still be a month till that video comes out, but I'm just letting you guys know in advance. Anyways, yeah, without any further ado, let's start drafting. So, with the Tennessee Titans having the number 1 pick, I see this happening 10 times out of, well, it's a little bit of a toss-up, but I see this happening 10 times out of 10, I think without a shadow of a doubt, the Tennessee Titans are absolutely going to be drafting Cam Ward. I mean, it just makes sense. Will Levis, I hate to say this, but I just don't think he's going to be the guy there. We've gotten to see him for like 2 to 3 years now. He has not done anything special. Now, to be fair, he hasn't really had the best team built around him anyways, but still, I think absolutely the Tennessee Titans are going to be drafting Cam Ward. Now, next up, the Cleveland Browns. This is another team that I think without a shadow of a doubt, I absolutely 110% see it happening. I think the Cleveland Browns are going to be drafting Abdul Carter, defensive end from Penn State. I mean, they just re-signed Myles Garrett to a massive contract, like the most paid non-quarterback in the NFL. And I'm just, why would they not want to pair Myles Garrett with a kid that could be an absolute beast in the NFL with Abdul Carter. So absolutely 110% see the Browns taking Abdul Carter. Now the New York Giants. This is another one. This is another team that I think, without a shadow of a doubt, and I like to say this a lot, I think, I don't know. I mean, I'm set. I'm gonna collect my words here. I'm set that the Giants are going to be taking a quarterback. I am 100%. I just think that is going to be the move. I don't know. I would like to think maybe it's Shedeur Sanders. But then again, they could all swerve us, go like Will Howard, Jackson Dart, Dylan Gabriel, Quinn Ewers. Like, there were a lot of good quarterbacks in this class, dude. I'm going to go with my gut, and I'm just going to say the Giants take Shedeur Sanders. Next up, the New England Patriots. Now, this is the one I feel not the most confident on, but it's up there. Patriots, I think they are going to be taking Travis Hunter. I mean, why would you not want to pair one of the best athletes in this draft class? I've been seeing Travis Hunter is really still pushing to be a two-way player in the NFL. I don't know if the Patriots are going to fulfill that or not, but at minimum, if they just want a receiver, Travis Hunter might honestly be the way they want to go. So I think Travis Hunter is going to be a New England Patriot. The Jacksonville Jaguars. It's a very interesting team. I could see them going with McMillan. I definitely could see that. But then again, do you think they also might want to go offensive line? Because they did just lose Mitch Morse. Mitch Morse just retired recently. I think Jags are going to go McMillan. It may just kind of make sense. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't want to get Trevor a really good receiver. You know what I mean? So, like, I just think it makes most sense. The Jags draft McMillan. Next, the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, the Raiders, I will say, I feel like are pretty set on going to get a quarterback. Because I don't know why they wouldn't want to. Like, why would you want Geno Smith and Aiden O'Connell to be your quarterback room? Just for the sake of this video, let's say the Raiders are set. They come out, they publicly say we are absolutely set on Geno Smith being our starting quarterback just for this season. I think they go out and they will draft. Say the Raiders finally make a smart decision for once in their lives. They go out and the Raiders draft Matthew Golden. I mean, this is Matthew Golden. Somebody I want to come to the Chargers because, dude, Matthew Golden running a 4.29 in the combine, fast, great hands, pretty solid size. Like, Matthew Golden should absolutely be a beast in the NFL. So I think, plus, this is a Raiders pick. You know they want the fastest guy. They're gonna absolutely take Matthew Golden. Now, the New York Jets being on the clock. I think they will be another team that will go quarterback. Because who seriously has a quarterback room? Like Jordan Travis, I think, is like their quarterback or someone like that. So, yeah, I think Jets go quarterback. And honestly, if I had to guess, I don't think Jalen Milroe goes. I think Jets are absolutely going to be drafting Will Howard. That's how that's going to go. Will Howard is going to go in the first round. Carolina Panthers. I think it's a combination of what I would want them to do and like what I think they'll do. It's kind of like a combination of like how I'm handling this right now. If I was the Panthers, what I would do, I would draft Will Campbell, the tackle from LSU. They need to build the line around Bryce Young. Because, dude, that is what they're missing in Carolina. They are missing an offensive line. They don't have the greatest receivers by any means, but, like, you have enough to get it done. We've seen Adam Thielen can still ball, and he's, like, 31. Like, Xavier Legette, he's getting up there. He had a pretty solid rookie year. Just all they just need the offensive line. So I have the Panthers taking Will Campbell, tackle, out of LSU. Next up, the New Orleans Saints. Saints, I don't know. I could see them going quarterback again, but I feel like they probably want Spencer Rattler to be the guy over there in New Orleans. So I think they either go receiver or they go Tyler Warren. I think it's one of the. I think the Saints draft Tyler Warren. I think that's probably the move they go. They need a receiver, but more than anything else, I think they really need a tight end, especially with letting go Taysom Hill, who was like the only reason they were good, if we're just going to be completely honest. The receivers they have, they're not bad. Like Rashid Shaheed, he has speed. Chris Olave weighs a solid 110 pounds soaking wet, so he gets tossed around like a rag doll, but he's still a really solid receiver. I think the Saints go Tyler Warren here. I think that's where it's going to go. Tyler Warren to the Saints. Now, Chicago Bears on the clock. Ooh. Says they need running back, D-line, and safety. Chicago Bears. What do they... I don't know if they need a running back per se. They still have DeAndre Swift, I think. I mean, I know he's like 26 or something like that, I think DeAndre Swift is. So I wouldn't say the Bears go Ashton Genty. I mean, I think Bears go Emike Egbuka. I think that would be a really good pickup for the Bears. Go and get Caleb another weapon, especially after spending all your money in the offseason. Just go getting an offensive line. I think going to get Emika would be a great acquisition for the Bears. So the San Francisco 49ers are now on the clock. The 49ers need a lot of things, if we're just going to be honest. I think without a shadow of a doubt, I think they go receiver as well. And I could see them going Luther Burden III. I think Luther Burden will go to the 49ers because the 49ers need a lot, dude. And with them losing Debo, and Brandon Ayuk is still kind of like a diva, and he's still like looking for a trade or something like that, I think. I have no idea. But I think the 49ers go Luther Burden to try and restack their wide receiver core. The Dallas Cowboys on the clock. Oh, 110%. I am so confident on it. If he is there at pick 12 for the Dallas Cowboys, Ashton Genty is 100% going to be a Dallas Cowboy. Why would they not try and make Ashton Genty Emmitt Smith 2.0? That's all I'm saying. Like, why would they not? You know what I mean? 110%. If Dallas still has the number 12 pick and Ashton Genty is still there at number 12, Ashton Genty is 100% going to be a Dallas Cowboy. Now, the Miami Dolphins on the clock. That's a really fun spot for the Dolphins to be in. I think... Now, could Mason Graham fall all the way to 13? I don't know. This will be talked about in my other mock draft that I do later at some point. But Mason Graham, I will have going to the Miami Dolphins just because I think pairing him with Zach Zeeler, and I don't think the Dolphins really have that great of a D-line anyways. I mean, you have Zach Zeeler and Jalen Phillips, and like that's about it. And like Bradley Chubb too, but just adding Mason Graham to that D-line, dude, would be insane for the Dolphins. So I think Dolphins go Mason Graham. Indianapolis Colts. That's actually a really good point. I could absolutely... Ooh. Are the Colts going to give up on Anthony Richardson just yet? Because I have two different picks then. I have two different scenarios. If the Colts do give up on Anthony Richardson, and if they don't give up on Anthony Richardson. If they do give up on Anthony Richardson, I would say Colts go and grab Jalen Milroe. If they don't give up on him, I would say the Colts go and draft Colston Loveland. Let's say, for this video's sake, the Colts don't give up on Anthony Richardson. I 100% see the Colts going to draft Colston Loveland. Tight end is an absolutely massive need that they need. And yeah, it's just I just don't see why they wouldn't want to draft the best tight end available at the point. So the Falcons, sitting at number 15, wide receiver, center, DN, linebacker. Falcons, I think... What would they want to do? What would the Falcons want to do? I think they would probably want to build around Penix, would be my assumption. If not, probably try and sack the defense, which then in that case, I would probably say Falcons go get James Pierce Jr. I know all the defensive guys that are still just sitting here and everything else. James Pierce Jr., especially with losing Grady Jarrett, I think either James Pierce Jr. or honestly either Kenneth Grant, but I think just James Pierce Jr. I think James Pierce Jr. is probably the way to go to Atlanta. The Arizona Cardinals on the clock. I think the Cardinals either go offensive line or they just go something on defense. Will Johnson, cornerback out of Michigan. Now, the thing is, I know you're probably sitting there and you're like, Brady, Jahdae Barron is still sitting there corner. I'm being so serious when I say I have not seen a single thing about Jahdae Barron. I have not seen a single thing on the kid, so if he is better than Will Johnson, I do apologize. I'm so serious. But this is just because I've seen a lot more Will Johnson than I have Barron, so I'm going to say Cardinals go Will Johnson. Now, the Bengals being on the clock. The Bengals, I think, are absolutely going to try and punch something in on defense. I think they're going to go take Mike Green out of Marshall. This dude is an absolute beast. And I think Trey Hendrickson could be a big name we hear get traded on draft night for like a lot of picks and maybe like another player or something. So I think Bengals absolutely go and get Mike Green at D-end from Marshall. What do the Seahawks do? Center, guard, D-end. I want to say maybe the Seahawks go wide receiver. Just to try and maybe keep adding to that core with it just being Smith and Jigba and Cooper Kupp at the moment. Actually, you know what? I just thought about it. It's a really good point. I think the Seahawks actually should go with Jared Wilson, center from Georgia. Dude was a beast at Georgia. I think they are going to try and build around Sam Darnold because they have him to like a 3 to 5 year, $100 million contract or something like that. So I think Seahawks are going to go Jared Wilson from Georgia. Buccaneers on the clock. The Bucs on the clock. Broncos. I think Broncos are going to go offensive line. I think they're going to try and want to build around Bo Nix. So I think the Broncos are going to go Ahmad Membo from Missouri, tackle from Missouri. Because Garrett Bowles was the person I was thinking about. Garrett Bowles, I think he plays right tackle for the Broncos. I think he plays right tackle for the Broncos. And yeah, I'm just gonna, because guys, I'll be completely honest. I'm not super involved with like the whole draft process and whatnot. Like I usually know the big names. I think Armand, he fits the hole where Garrett Bowles will be, if not probably will be just sitting on the opposite side of him. I think the Broncos are going to be wanting to build around Bo Nix, so I think Armand is going to Broncos. Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's say because the massive rumor going around, let's say Aaron Rodgers signs with the Steelers. I then would like to think Steelers are going to go offensive line. See, what would they need? I would probably say best case scenario for them, Steelers go and take Tyler Booker, guard out of Alabama. See, that's what I mean. Like, I can't picture like the entire Steelers offensive line in my head. But I would like to think they probably go Tyler Booker, guard from Alabama. Now, after this mock draft, by the way, guys, I'll do a lot more research, so I'll be a lot more prepared for my second one. But just for right now, we say Steelers sign Aaron Rodgers and they go Tyler Booker from Alabama. So now, my Los Angeles Chargers. Now, unfortunately, tight end spot, both of my tight ends have been taken, which my highest guy I really want to get is Colston Loveland. I'm absolutely sold on Colston Loveland. I want him to come to the Bolts, former Michigan guy for Jim Harbaugh. But if he is not there, I would be completely okay if we took Kenneth Grant, D tackle from Michigan. Look, I know it's going to upset Chargers fans. Dude, Kenneth Grant is a beast, and I will not stand for it. If we pair him with Ford, Khalil Mack, maybe have Bud Dupree or Tooley on the other side, dude, that D-line could be looking scary. That's all I'm going to say about it. So I think Chargers go Kenneth Grant for the D-line. Green Bay Packers. They're another one that I think are probably going to want a DB. So I think Packers are going to go Jahdae Barron. The whole thing with Jair Alexander, I'm still not 100% sure. I don't think he's going to be there next season. But so just in case to fill that hole, they're going to go and draft Barron, cornerback from Texas. Minnesota Vikings. It's an interesting one. I think Minnesota Vikings go Malachi Starks, safety from Georgia. With just losing Cameron Bynum to the Colts, I think they're going to want to toss a safety right back in there and go draft Malachi Starks. Fingers crossed it's not a Lewis Cine 2.0. Go and draft Malachi Starks. Houston Texans. I think they're going to want to build around the offensive line, and I think they're going to go get Josh Simmons, tackle out of Ohio State. Just losing Laramie Tunsil to the Commanders, I think they're going to want to immediately put someone right there, maybe even as a starter in their first year. Go get Josh Simmons, tackle from Ohio State. Los Angeles Rams. So now the Rams actually do need a lot of things. I think, and this could be the shocker pick of the night. This could be the shocker pick of the night for the first round. I think the Rams go quarterback. This could be the shocker of the night right here. You guys ready? Brace yourselves. Okay. Them going quarterback is not even the shocker. It's who they pick. The Los Angeles Rams are going to draft quarterback Quinn Ewers to be their quarterback of the future. Now, let me explain this one. Quinn Ewers, I see some similarities between Quinn Ewers and Matt Stafford. Both pocket passers, can both absolutely sling it under pressure, can move around in the pocket if they need to. I think Quinn Ewers would be the best scheme fit quarterback for the Los Angeles Rams. So I think the Rams are the team that make the shock pick of the night, and the Rams go Quinn Ewers, quarterback out of Texas. Now, the Baltimore Ravens. I think they're going to go defense. And I think they're going to go take Michael Williams out of Georgia. He's a D-end. They need someone to rush the quarterback. I think just Kyle Van Noy. Oh, actually, Michael Williams would actually fit really well in on that defensive line. We got Kyle Van Noy, Justin Matabuke. Pierce actually retired, so it actually would be good for them to go get Michael Williams. Georgia goes to the Ravens. Detroit Lions. I think they're going to go get a pick that is going to really surprise some people, and I think to some people it's going to be kind of a reach. Just trust me on this. With the Detroit Lions losing Kevin Zeitler, I think the Lions make another surprise. I think the Lions make the second surprising pick. Like I said, people are going to see it as a little bit of a reach, but Dan Campbell's going to make it work. You guys remember? People booed the Jahmyr Gibbs pick. People booed the Jahmyr Gibbs pick, and he turned out to be a beast. I think this is going to be a part 2 of that. I think the Lions go out. I think they go get Tate Ratledge, guard from Georgia. He's going to go sit at that right guard position right where Kevin Zeitler was. I think the kid is going to make an immediate impact on the offensive line. Trust me on this one. Washington Commanders. I think the Commanders would be a really good pick if they go and they get Omarion Hampton. I think dude honestly probably is the top running back in this class. I think running back could be another need for them because it's currently Brian Robinson and Austin Eckler, I think, of the running back room. Go get Omarion Hampton. This kid was an absolute beast over at North Carolina, and I have no doubt in my mind on why he should be different now. Commanders, go running back Omarion Hampton. Buffalo Bills. I think it's the first pick. It's right in front of their eyes. They need somebody, and this is their biggest need. They need somebody to rush the quarterback. Von Miller is gone, I do believe. And it's just Greg Russo at the moment, I'm pretty sure. They are going to go get Donovan. I don't know how to say that last name. They're going to go get Donovan, defensive end from Boston College. I think this is the best possible pick for him right now. I don't see a scenario where they do not go get at least a D lineman or at least a rushing linebacker. They are going to go draft Donovan. Kansas City Chiefs. I think Chiefs go Kelvin Banks Jr., and I think they might do a little bit of line shifting. So Kelvin Banks Jr., I know he's listed as a tackle. They might bump him to left guard. I could see that happening with them losing Joe Thuney. I could definitely see that happening. So I think Chiefs go Kelvin Banks Jr. Then to finish it out, Philadelphia Eagles, Super Bowl champion Eagles. I think they go and they get Jalen Walker, linebacker from Georgia. I think he is going to go try and take over the spot where Brandon Graham left. And, I mean, it's a freaking Georgia player. Why would the Eagles not draft him? So to finish it out, Eagles draft Jalen Walker, linebacker from Georgia. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. There is my official first-round mock draft. If you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns about my mock draft, please leave them in the comments below. I'll always be looking down there, seeing what you guys think I should do, who you think I should have taken at some certain spots, who I didn't take at some spots. Leave in the comments below. I'm always open to your suggestions. Like I said, I will be doing multiple mock drafts. So if I do mess up, or I messed up on this mock draft according to you, I will be doing a different one. You don't have to worry about it. Hey guys, if you guys did enjoy this video and you do want to see part 2 of my mock draft, or my mock draft 2.0, leave a thumbs up. If you're not part of the family already, subscribe. We'd love to have you around here. Click the bell to get notified whenever I post a new video. Share this video with your friends and your family. And yes, guys, have a great day. God bless. I love y'all.